Hey everyone, what is going on? So we are taking a look at Devilish Cupcake's team, and they are using a triple nuke team, at least that's what they call it. So all three of these Pokemon do have nuke moves. We see Wild Charge, Close Combat, and Outrage, but all of them also have bait moves, Mirror Shot, Leaf Blade, and Octazooka. So really powerful team. Nothing super unique. I guess Magnezone is probably the most unique Pokemon, but we still see it, right? We still see it, and obviously Kingdra and Glade, very common. So really powerful team nonetheless. So I'm really excited to see how these battles turn out. So without further ado, let's begin the commentary. So Glade is able to take out that Machamp, which is very nice. So what is going to come in? Going to be a Ninetales. Okay, so an Alolan Ninetales going to be hit with Leaf Blade, but will it decide to shield? It does not decide to shield. Trying to get to another one, unfortunately, cannot get to another one. But in comes the shiny Magnezone. So Magnezone going for the super effective Mirror Shot right now. Doing a lot of damage. We do see a switch into Empoleon. This is a good matchup because Kingdra does beat Empoleon, and you could also get a shield right now with Wild Charge as they did. So then taking the shield with Wild Charge and then switching into Kingdra. So now Kingdra has an even better matchup because it is up a shield. It would have won anyway in the 2-shield, but even a better matchup. And honestly, it could bait right now. It doesn't really even have to go for Outrage. So going to go ahead and take this Drill Peck. It's actually going to be a Hydro Cannon, so that's okay. Hydro Cannon is double resisted, so you generally do want to go for Drill Peck, but that's fine. Another attack coming in. Going to be another Hydro Cannon. It could possibly be single moved, or maybe they have a nuke move themselves on Empoleon. We don't know. So Kingdra is going to go ahead and allow this to go through. Going to be a Weather Ball attack. Totally fine. Not enough to KO, and the Octazooka is coming out. This is going to be enough to pick up the knockout against the Alolan Ninetales. Trying to switch to Magnezone, able to do so. Looks like the opponent pretty much gave up because they didn't use their last shield. So really well played. Able to take that one, and yeah. So we're going to go ahead and move into the next team. And guys, let me know what you think of this team. I personally think it's a really cool team. So let's go ahead and see how the next game plays out. So it's going to be Magnezone into Glade. Okay. Very interesting. Obviously, you do have to watch out for the close combat that would one-shot Magnezone. So it looks like the Magnezone is going to go ahead and go straight Wild Charge attack. Not even going to mess around. And no shield there. Oh, and then we see a switch into Toxicroak. Out comes Glade. This is amazing for the Glade. Glade could take a Sludge Bomb. It could shield if it wants to. And it's going to be a Dynamic Punch, even better. That still does a lot of damage, though, even though Glade resisted. But, able to take it. Out comes Empoleon. Going to go ahead and go for the Leaf Blade bait. We'll have to see if they get the shield. They do get the shield. Very nice. Trying to get to another one. Barely not able to get to it, unfortunately, but that's okay. Glade did its job. In comes Kingdra, and as we know, Kingdra does beat Empoleon. So even though Empoleon is resisting every move, the Dragon Breath damage as well as Outrage just is so much, and Drill Peck really doesn't do that much. Plus, Waterfalls are going to be double resisted because it's a Dragon and Water type. So the opponent will leave that game, and that will be a good game for Devilish Cupcake. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how the next match plays out. But yeah, this is a really solid team. I really like this team. Although you are double weak, I guess, in the back to Charm. That could be a little bit difficult to handle, but Magnezone does well against that. But this is a bad matchup, so we're going to see how it plays out. Switching into Kingdra, trying to catch a Hydro Cannon, luring out the Charm user. That is good. So it looks like Kingdra is going to go ahead and farm up and then go ahead and go for this Octazooka. So this Octazooka, you want to get the debuff, does get the debuff, that is huge. So Magnezone should be able to farm down. Togekiss is going to get to an attack, and Flamethrower would do a lot, even though it's debuffed. So Magnezone is going to go ahead and shield it. It is a Flamethrower, and we'll probably see an aggressive farm down at this point in time. Charm not really doing much, especially after that Octazooka debuff. So now in comes Swampert, though that is really unfortunate because Swampert does resist, or double resist, these attacks. But it still does a decent amount. In comes Glade, out comes Obstagoon. This is not looking good because the opponent still has 2 shields. So we're going to see a Night Slash come out right now. Night Slash going to be neutral, but it does do a decent amount of damage. I don't know. I think you have to double bait and then go for the close combat and hope that the opponent shields both attacks. So we do see a shield there. And, okay, going to go ahead and shield this. Even the double bait, though, I think Obstagoon is still going to win this. We'll have to see. Gonna go ahead. Oh no, they're not even gonna bait. They're gonna go for close combat, hoping the opponent calls the bait. This is really the only play. Oh my gosh, they do. They actually call the bait. Hold up. So we're seeing an attack come out right now from the Swampert. This will KO the Gallade. And I still think the opponent is still gonna get this. They could shield this. Plus, I think Swampert lives it. Barely, but I think it lives it. But they do shield it, and Swampert does get to a Hydro Cannon. So that was a good decision to go ahead for the close combat. That was their win condition, to go ahead for that close combat and hope the opponent didn't shield. The opponent didn't shield. It was still a loss, but it was still a good game nonetheless. And it looks like these battles might be a little bit out of order, but that's okay. It's not really a big deal. So picking up a Pupitar. We do have more battles for you today. It's just these are just out of order, but that's fine. Okay, trying to catch this Pupitar. I love these XL candies from GBL, by the way. So, okay, hopefully this catches it. It does not. Sometimes you have a difficult time catching some of these Pokemon. Usually, for me, it's legendaries. If you watch me stream, you see that I don't know how many Ultra Balls I wasted on Landorus, guys. I don't know what's going on. I could have edited this part out. I didn't realize this was happening. But that's okay. It's not really a big deal. Anyway, on his way to Veteran. That is awesome. You'll love to see it. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the next battle and see how the next battle plays out. Okay, here we go. So it's going to be Magnezone into Toxicroak. Definitely a bad matchup. Going to probably go into Kingdra right now. And yeah, looks like Kingdra is coming in. They do switch out into Lapras. I'm actually, if I was the Kingdra, I'd actually be okay with that because you want the Gallade to line up against the Toxicroak. So it's good that they switched out and Outrage is coming out. We do see a shield. So the opponent does go ahead and obviously call the Outrage. That's a little bit unfortunate, but it's okay. Ice Beam doing a decent amount of damage to the Kingdra. Can the Kingdra get to another Outrage? I don't think they can. They're going for the Octazooka. The Surf is coming out. It is double resisted. But it's still probably enough to KO. No, it's not, but another Ice Shot will KO. Okay, so Magnezone is coming in, and Magnezone is probably looking to farm all the way down. Yeah, because obviously Ice Beam is resisted. They're not going to go for Ice Beam. And then they'll go for Surf, so probably get off a couple Surfs. Yeah, they'll definitely get off another one. Oh, you might have to shield this, actually. It's going to get pretty low, so you're going to go ahead and shield this. So going to be another Surf. And going to farm down. So if the Toxicroak comes in, which I assume it will be, you'll be able to go for 2 Wild Charges, which is really nice, actually. So we'll have to see. Does it come in? I didn't see what came in. I'm assuming it's the Toxicroak. Toxicroak has 1 shield to its name. It is Toxicroak. So we do see the double Wild Charge attack. Is this Wild Charge enough to KO? I feel like it is. And no, it's not. And they both switch, actually. In comes Snorlax. Oh my gosh, but the Snorlax has no shield. I think Devilish Cupcake is going to win this one. Because going to go ahead and shield totally makes sense. And it's going to be a Body Slam. And this Gallade is going to be able to go for the close combat. Now, I don't know if close combat is enough to KO. But it is not. One more Confusion will, though. And one Confusion takes out the Toxicroak, right? So, yeah, that's going to be a good game. Wow, very poor lead, losing the save swap as well, and still able to overcome that. That is crazy. That is crazy. Really well played game. That's all I could say. That was really good. That was really good. Yeah, I mean, as I said, losing the lead and losing the switch, and still able to win. That's incredible, man. That's incredible. Okay, Magnezone into Empoleon. Definitely a good matchup. So we'll have to see. Empoleon will switch out into Kingdra. Okay. Gonna go ahead and go for the Wild Charge and then switch probably. What, into their own Kingdra? We'll see if they shield this. They do not shield it. Yeah, going to switch into their own Kingdra. Kindra's going to be able to farm down before an attack comes through, which is huge. It does get quite a bit of energy as well. In comes Empoleon. As I said, we know that Kingdra wins it. Now, because Kingdra is already lower, I don't know if it wins at this health range. I guess we'll find out. But no matter what, Kingdra already did its job, so it even doesn't matter if it wins this matchup anyway. So it's going to be hit with a Drill Peck. Drill Peck is not going to KO. And yeah, Kingdra is still going to win it. Unless if the opponent shields. Oh no, they were going for the farm down. Okay, going for the farm down, unfortunately not able to get to it before the Drill Peck comes out. Could have went for the Octazooka to KO, but that's okay. In comes Magnezone, gets a little bit of extra farm. And in comes Dragonite. This is definitely interesting. We'll have to see how this plays out because... Yeah, I mean, I think the Confusions from Gallade will be able to handle the Dragonite. You probably go for Mirror Shots here. No, going for the wild charge, just going for the nuke. Okay, that makes sense as well. So going to go ahead and go for the nuke right now, and that will get the shield. And just go ahead and go for 2 and probably switch into Gallade, and then maybe try and Confusion down. Yeah. Or maybe not Confusion down, maybe charge up for a close combat. Gallade can shield this. It has 2 shields. Yeah, this is a good game. This is a good game. So going to go ahead and shield this one up. And it's going to be able to get to a close combat and go for it. And even if it couldn't get to a move, it could Confusion down because it still has another shield. Plus, I think Gallade survives a Dragon Claw from that range. But either way, that is a great game. Very well played throughout the whole set. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.